So we have some very important news that we need to get to regarding Walmart, Target, and even Costco. Yeah, we got some very important stuff that is going to impact all retail stores that do offer self-checkout. Again, this includes Walmart, Target, Costco, Home Depot, Lowe's, and there's so many more. But here's what is going to happen. There's been a lot of criticism regarding self-checkout lanes over the past few years. Just recently, Walmart's CEO stated that thefts have actually increased, which is bringing in the question as to whether or not they close certain stores, whether or not they raise prices to combat the loss of revenue, or what do they do regarding self-checkout, because that's where a lot of the thefts are actually occurring. Well, here's what I can tell you. I got a bunch of emails from a video that I did about a month ago. And in a recent email, I got an email from a contractor. And this contractor, this is what he says. He says, everybody hates using self-checkout at stores, and now more stores are adding to their existing machines. As the foreman of blank and blank construction, we are in charge of renovating a handful of retail stores to move their customer service counters so that they can add more self-checkout counters. What are your thoughts on this? Now, it is expected that Walmart is going to double down on their self-checkout. We have seen this over the past 2 years, where Walmart has actually added to the amount of self-checkout machines. Now, this is good news and bad news. The good news is this is supposed to bring down the cost for that particular store. The bad news is it actually increases thefts in that store, and it means you got to do the work yourself. You got to go and ring up all your items, make sure you do not miss something. And like one person told me just the other day, is they actually got a whatever from the police that they couldn't return to that store because the store said they stole a thing of perfume or something like that, which is crazy that they simply forgot it in their cart. Now the store is banning them from going back to that store because the store says they were stealing. Now, what are your thoughts on that? Do you think if you just happen to miss something that you are banned from the store? I can tell you this for myself personally. I went to a Target once, ended up buying a bunch of stuff, and in the bottom of my cart, there was I think it was a lotion or something. It was like a $20 lotion. And I didn't notice it. It wasn't in a bag or anything. It was just in the bottom of my cart. Well, I walked out of the store. I didn't notice until I got to the car. Now, I didn't just stick it in the car and off I went. I actually went back into the store, put gave the lotion to the cashier and said, I forgot to pay for that. And that was it. Walked out, didn't pay for it, didn't buy it, nothing. But again, this stuff happens. Now, according to a retail expert, they are saying that retail stores that use self-checkout, they do have a higher than average theft rate. But this is not going to stop large retailers from doing what they can do to bring down prices for their customers. This is the good news, is that larger retailers are going to do what they can. And at this point, the most likely option is they're going to add additional self-checkout lanes to their stores. But by adding self-checkout lanes to their stores, the goal here is to become more efficient, but also more cost effective. Now, I want to explain how much more cost effective it is to have these self-checkout lanes. Now, according to a study, this was done by MIT a few years back. This was actually before the whole virus. They said a 4-station checkout machine would cost $125,000 to install. But due to inflation, that machine is most likely going to cost about $160,000 today. Now, assuming that the self-checkout machine lasts about 10 years with minimal maintenance, it would cost roughly $1.82 per hour. That's pretty good. This is a substantial reduction in the cost compared to even hiring 4 people at the federal minimum wage of $7.25 per hour. The machine itself would save the retail stores $545,280 in wages per year, or $5.4 million over 10 years. Yeah, that's just for a machine that has 4 self-checkout spots on it. So again, it's a pretty substantial savings. Now, here's where the problem comes in. Stores like Walmart have already stated that they plan to raise prices if organized retail thefts continue. And as a result, they will wipe away any savings that we could have been passed on to the customer as a result of these savings going to self-checkout, but then being pulled away because of thefts. Now, based on a recent report in the United States, the expectation is that we're going to fall into a deeper recession. The likelihood of thefts occurring only increases as we get closer to a recession or deeper into one. That's a problem. So here's what you can expect. Expect to pay higher prices for all products moving into 2023. Anticipate seeing more self-checkout locations in larger retail stores moving forward in order to combat for higher prices. And get ready to see a larger than ever push towards pickup services. Now, you're probably thinking, well, what's pickup services and how does this pertain to self-checkout? Well, guess what? One of the ways that we are seeing retailers like Target and Walmart and I believe some Costco locations do it, but Target, Walmart for sure, is you can drive up, you can park in a specific stall, and someone will come out and bring you all your groceries and your products and whatever you ordered. Now, I, for one, absolutely love doing this. I do it all the time at Target. I hardly ever shop at Walmart, but I place an order, and when the item is ready, I can just swing by the store, pick it up at my convenience. I never have to get out of the car. But again, this is going to greatly alter your shopping experience. So be ready. This also means that there's going to be some pushback. Do we increase the amount of self-checkout lanes, or do we increase the amount of pickup locations and then really push towards that? That is what we're starting to see. But again, the best thing moving forward is we have to continue to shop. That's the big thing. If we stop shopping, we don't see self-checkout, we don't see additional workers, we don't see any new pickup locations, what's going to happen is the U.S. economy is going to go into a downward spin, which we've already seen. So one thing I can tell you is that we are going to see some major retail updates very soon. My expectation is these things are actually going to mean additional layoffs, but as we see additional layoffs, we will most likely be moving forward into the future. So that is what we know at this time. As always, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Consider subscribing. I'll see you guys on the next one.